big into butts. Just like, especially if you're dating someone, they walk by, just like smack them in the ass.
You're alone again. I shouldn't be thinking of you, thinking of me. I know.
Hello, everyone. This is Mike, and this is the dailyBred podcast, the weekly bread. And today is Valentine's Day, 2021, and I just thought it would be interesting to document my morning on this lovely Valentine's Day where it's raining outside, and it's been raining for like 5 days. I don't get it. It's like, I get that plants need to survive and shit, but like, come on, man, you're killing my mood. And yeah, it's supposed to rain like all fucking day. That's great. Cool. Ooh, it's been like 60 this week. Anyway, so like every episode, I don't really ever know what I'm going to be talking about, but I just start hitting record and talking. And I thought that talking about Valentine's Day would be cool, just give myself some focus. And I was thinking, the first thing that popped in my brain was the last time I actually celebrated this with somebody. And I think that was when I was married. I don't think I've dated anyone on the last, how many years has it been? 7 years? Holy shit. 7 years. 40, yeah, wow. Jesus Christ, 7 years. Gee, holy shit. Like, I did date someone here in Raleigh for a minute, but we were dating from like a June until a January, and we never made it past that year marker, and we broke up prior to Valentine's Day. And yeah, so even when I was with someone, like, we didn't really like make a big thing out of it. The best one, though, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and I always think that if something's too planned out, it kind of like, I don't know, it's not as exciting. There's no magic to it if the entire day is structured. I like things where there's one focus. It's like and it's like simple. So I think the best Valentine's Day I had was when this is like, I think, this was prior to being married. It was our first one. And we were like, it was a Saturday. That's right, I forgot. It was a Saturday, and I was like, why don't we just go and get Bloody Marys? And then we'll just figure it out from there. And we had a really good time. Like, we went to this place, and I was living in Hoboken. We went to this place on 14th Street. It was like Washington and 14th or whatever. And we went there and had Bloody Marys, and then the day just kind of progressed where we just kind of bopped around town. And I like that. Like, I was at Lone Rider in 5 Points the other day, and it was on a Wednesday, I forget what night it was, but they had trivia going on, or bingo or something like going on in the background. And I hate trivia and live music and just games at a bar or a restaurant, because it's just, I don't go there to have something to focus on. Like, I like, when I go with people, I like to be in conversation, and that's what I enjoy. Like, I like connecting with people and talking about shit, and to me, that's a good time. And I think, like, trivia and all that stuff is just a distraction, or like board games. When people want to play board games, it's kind of just a distraction of just hanging out with each other. Like, I'll do it, but I typically am like, I don't really want to do that. And it kind of goes back to that Valentine's Day, because it was, our one goal was just to get Bloody Marys, and that was it. And then the rest of the day just figured itself out after that. And it was just the two of us hanging out, talking, connecting, and then just walking out the door and be like, let's go in that place. That's the kind of shit that I just absolutely love. So on this Valentine's Day, it's Sunday, and I'm just going to treat it like every other Sunday and just kind of just dick around and go around town. I always get up in the morning. I always go grocery shopping every Sunday. It kind of it gets me out of bed. Plus, I drop food off at this food cubby. I think I've talked about that on here. It's this it's right in Raleigh. It's on Newbern and something. And I saw it a couple years ago when I was doing 2 miles a day. I was like walking 2 miles a day, and I'd always see it. So one day, pretty much it was I think I've been doing it for a year now, maybe a little over a year. And like the one thing about working for yourself, or if you or success, just in general, success, not working for yourself, you can work for a company. I've always read in success books, you need to have a balance of like somewhere in there you got to give back in some way. And I always thought that I had to make like millions of dollars to make some big fucking impact. And that one day I was, like I said, I was walking around town and I saw this little cubby and it was just people drop food off. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go and buy food and drop it off there. And I didn't really like give it a number. I think I just went out and just dropped like $30 or something. And it was just so weird because like I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, as simple it is, it's like you buy food, you leave it somewhere, that's it. But I just started overthinking it. Like, I don't know. I just was kind of just I don't know. I don't know why I was so I guess I was thinking that I had to do something bigger, and I thought that just leaving cereal or soup or whatever it was just like not doing enough, and that made me think that I shouldn't do it at all. I think that's exactly what it was. And the thing that was kind of the driver is that I would see this cubby and the people just leave like white beans or just like this gross shit that just they had extra in their cabinet that they weren't eating, so they left it for someone else, another human being to eat. Just thinking like, oh, this person is struggling to get by, and I'm gonna leave them beans. So I thought like, why not fill this with like fun things? You know, like I don't know. I went and got Pringles and just fun snack things and fun cereal and good like fun soups. Like I just like the whole purpose was I want to fill this with like fun things. So if someone's walking by, they're like, "Oh shit, man! Like fucking bag of Doritos or something." And I had to find this balance too between healthy and non-healthy because I didn't want to just sit there and just leave food for people that was just complete shit and and unhealthy. But I also think there's an element of like just that spark, and I don't know, like I don't know what it's like to be someone who needs to go to a cubby to get food, like, but I'm imagining if they're probably not in the best mindset, maybe they're kind of bummed. I don't know, but if they are and they walk by and they're like, oh my god, I haven't had Oreos in forever. I don't know, that was just my mentality about it, and maybe that just like made them happy. That was my point. And I forget how I got here. Yeah, so every Sunday I always go grocery shopping, but that like what gets me out of bed is that I have this purpose that I'm like I have to go and get food and drop it off at this place, and I drop like between $20 or $40 every Sunday, and it just makes me feel like I don't know. It's like it gives me a kick in the ass to go do it, because if I don't do that, like maybe someone's expecting this, like maybe they're getting by on a couple boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese every week, or Honey Nut Cheerios, or oatmeal, something like that. Like maybe this is something that just brightens their day. So it's like I have to go do it. And I have no connection to anyone who's taken the food, but I know that every time I come back, it's gone, so that people are needing it. And that's always my reason to get up on Sunday. Like prior to that, for years, it was just go grocery shopping because I just needed to stock for the week. And I found that if I would do that on, let's say, like a Monday morning, I just felt it just totally fucked up my week. So I always have to do it on Sunday morning. It's like I've built all these little routines that I have to do. I can't imagine if I one day like if someone comes into my life and I'm like, okay, so by the way, I do this all the time. And what I used to love about it is that when I was married, like we would go every Sunday. Like we made this whole routine ourselves back then, but it was like our way of at least knowing that we had an hour and a half or 2 hours of hanging out with each other together, so we would talk and do this together. I forgot about that. I totally forgot that it would be like the two of us buying these things. But it was just so much fun because again, it would always start off at like we'd drive out to I was living in Morristown at the time when we started doing this, and we would drive out to Madison in New Jersey, and there was a Whole Foods there, but across the street was a Starbucks, so we'd like drive out to this Starbucks, and like the treat was just getting like a fun coffee, and then the rest of the time would just be going this route and getting groceries and us talking and hanging out, and that was like a lot of fun to me. I don't know. To me, it was fun. It seemed like it was fun. So I've just kept that routine through the years, but at the same time, it just makes me ready for the week and stocking up. So today, on this lovely Valentine's Day, and this very super roundabout way to get to this point, which I don't even know what point I'm making, but started off this is any normal Valentine's Day, and I'll probably, or any normal Sunday, and I got that done, so I've accomplished my thing for the day, and I have no other real plans except that I feel accomplished now that I've recorded this coming week's podcast. And yeah, so then I feel like I've earned the rest of the day to do nothing. So it's like I always try to formulate what's my day. And most likely I'm just going to, I don't know, get brunch. Definitely getting a Bloody Mary. You know, you don't write a comic where almost every Sunday you write about loving Bloody Marys without truly loving Bloody Marys. So that's legit, and I just got to figure out where in town to go because, like, Whiskey Kitchen in Raleigh, they have Bloody Marys, but they're really not that good, and I love that place. Like, it's a great place to hang out, especially if you're by yourself. But their Bloody Marys are like, they're kind of crap. So then I got to think about Noose River, who has great Bloody Marys, and the people who work there are fantastic. Just like the people who work at Whiskey Kitchen are fantastic. Don't want to shit on Whiskey Kitchen. There's no other like real place in town. Like Mojo's Burgers, they have a really good Bloody Mary, but you can't sit at the bar anymore, I think. And I haven't been able to do that since the pandemic. I don't really know any other places around town that have good Bloody Marys. So that's like my quest is to go there, wherever that's going to be. And Sam Jones Barbecue just opened up in town, and I didn't know anything about this, but my buddy Tom told me it's like the best barbecue. And he used to drive 2 hours or an hour and a half one way just to get a plate of this barbecue. And now it's like 4 blocks from where I live. So I'm probably going to do that later today. So this is like what I do on Sunday. I don't plan anything out. I just go with the flow, do my thing. But now the fact that it's Valentine's Day, that means all these fucking assholes are going to be crowding restaurants and shit. And they're going to be taking up my space. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Because everyone's like rushing on this stupid fucking day to be like, oh, I have to show my love by taking you to dinner. It's like, no. I don't know. Like maybe one day if I have a girlfriend or a significant real, or what am I trying to think? Real relationship? What am I trying to say? Serious relationship. There we go. Like a serious lady in my life. You know, I don't know. I'm very much of when I'm in a relationship, I'm very much of a hopeless romantic, and I do like my love language is words of affirmation and touch. Like a very huggy, and I'm always like a butt grabber. Big into butts. Just like, especially if you're dating someone, they walk by, just like smack on the ass. It's just like, not like hard, but you know, playful. Like I love that. Or just like walk up and just grab them. I love it. It's my favorite thing. I don't know. I'm a big touchy guy. And so one day I'll like that again. If I find someone who's cool, who likes grocery shopping on Sundays and all my stupid little routines. But then, yeah, I'm just going to talk about whatever. So last night I went out and got food. I went to St. Rock in Raleigh, which is super fucking great place. I dropped like $140 without tip on myself, and I think I left a $40 tip. And it was cool. I was sitting there just drawing and talking to the bartender, and just eating food and just drinking. And someone ended up sending me a glass of champagne, which is just so funny because I was pretty much like the only person in there by themselves. It was all couples just out doing dinner because of Valentine's Day. And someone saw like me sitting by myself, and I'm there having a blast. Like I love hanging out by myself, but I got to think that someone saw me and just felt bad and sent me champagne or something like that. But I was like, all right, I'll drink that. And then I ended up like leaving there, and I got these beignets to go, which were fucking amazing. But I like ate all of them, and I woke up this morning at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna throw up because I've just had just fried dough sitting in my stomach. So that was an interesting morning. So I got past it, which was good. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Yeah, and then that's it. I actually made these Valentine's Day cards, so they were selling over on at Munjo Munjo in Raleigh, and I'm also selling them online. I probably have to maybe discount them now since I think it might still work after Valentine's Day if someone gives them another person a card just says let's go to Slamtown. I guess that's kind of a year-round thing. I am gonna start working on birthday cards. I think that's gonna be my next thing because birthday cards are definitely a year-round thing. And you got to kind of think strategic about what holidays are coming up. So I've got St. Patty's Day coming up, I got Easter, and then 4th of July in the summer. But no one really buys like cards for people for that. So maybe that's the joke. It's like a St. Patty's Day one. It's like just the card says there's no reason for you to be getting a card right now, but here you go. So maybe that'll be like my next thing. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that was enough chatting about whatever. Make sure you subscribe, leave a review if you want to. And actually, I never check if anyone leaves reviews on this. Let me see. And don't forget that I've got my couple checklist book. You can buy it at yourdailybred.com. And let's see. Do I got any reviews? I've got. Ooh. I got 12 5-star reviews, and I got a couple reviews. Not a lot of reviews, but anyway, yeah, check out the couples checklist. This is actually doing pretty well right now. So I think you should buy it for you and your loved one, or you can buy it as a gift if you have a wedding coming up. Give it to the bride and groom, or give it to the bride on the fuck is that shit? The bachelorette party, and then give it to the groom for the bachelor party. Or if you're getting married, you should buy these and give it to your whole wedding party. That's even better because I sell way more of them. But again, yourdailybred, bred.com. Couple checklist. I got some other merch there. I got some magnets that say I must drink all the beer, and I got some stickers. And go check out my Instagram. I got some reels. I've been animating some stuff, which has been really fun. Okay. Happy 2 days after Valentine's Day. I hope you had a lovely time with your loved one. And if you were by yourself, then that's okay too.